What's up guys, I'm AUSSIE METALHEAD. I'm doing 150 classic albums by the end of the year. I'm also doing Patreon requests, and due to SD Kid reaction, I got a few subs from Patreon from that, and one of them requested this. And I am so sorry that I didn't know what drill was. For whatever reason, I read UK hip-hop as UK drill, and I haven't really listened to drill before, because if you don't know about my channel, before this channel, I listened to maybe 20 albums front to back my entire life. I've now listened to 1,200 in the past year, and I'm trying to keep it going. But yeah, sorry about that. It's Jerk. I don't know what Jerk is. All I know is that it's UK stuff. But yeah, I'm curious to check out this album, and let's go.
Tola.
Tola, you make this music, and now all these boys think they can rap too, and they can't.
Oi!
Shit sounds fun.
Wanna be like white too when I grow up.
Lately I'm in on some take over the world ish. Catch me out in house with some baddies on a girl stream, yeah. 1 second, I can't tell you where I learned this. Shorty seem like Gary, she wanna buck in now. Kinda cute, kinda fly, I'm kinda perfect. Kinda cute, kinda flashy, kinda perfect.
I kind of like the
Kinda perfect.
big auto-tune
Kinda
here.
flashy, kinda perfect too. Same swag, we the same. 8 hours, 10 on she first time me up on a plane. Take you ballin', back out every single lane. But my life too fast, I in the garden, you should claim. Since you want me, girl, I promise you don't want me. Cause next week I'm gonna be touring all the country. What's money, I see shorty got a dumpy. My souls come on, they all jump like it's bungee. My souls come on, they all jump like it's bungee. When I'm in the hood, take my watch off, they might jump me. Truffle fries, fancy restaurant eating funky. Time I just lost 2 rats, that's why I'm grumpy. Psych, I ain't mad, I made up by Wednesday. I heard you think
British
I'm really
people.
cool, that's what your friends say. HMRC, but last month I made 10K. Everything on me God like it's Fortnite, endgame. Avengers line up in the studio, turn it endgame. Ginger with me, look like Scarlett Joe in endgame. Man in Cancun, said it's Mujak and the Yente. Money had to the wide, you got 10K cash. Lately I'm in on some take over the world, yeah. Catch me out in house with some baddies on
This
a
beat
girl
is so
stream, yeah.
it's kind of neat. I haven't really heard much of it. I don't know if this is like a typical Jerk beat or whatever, but like it's kind of cool.
Kinda cute, kinda fly, I'm kinda perfect. Kinda cute, kinda fly, I'm kinda perfect. Kinda cute, kinda flashy, kinda perfect too.
YT, the UK nigga, yes.
Oi!
He's from the UK, right?
It's just kind of fun.
Flag on his back. He got the UK flag on his fucking back. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, that was actually tough. Now, with that, I'm not gonna lie. I fuck with that right there.
Is that cussing out? Anyway, if you haven't watched one of my videos before, I do ratings on the side. These are my first listens. The ratings are subject to change from the first listen because I listen to these projects multiple times over before I post them to my Discord, where you can chat to me about my ratings. I also post them to my album of the year because the aforementioned 20 albums. That's the reason why all of my ratings are over there, and I've listened to 1,200 albums on album of the year, and I have an average rating of like a 6 out of 10. I think that's solely because I'm listening to mostly good stuff instead of people that aren't requesting me bad albums, and I'm listening to majority albums that I listen to are from my Patreon, because I have about 100 subs over there now, and they all have the ability to sub, because on my Patreon you have a $5 a month and you can request an album, 50 minutes or less, or you can pick from the classics albums list. But yeah, my average is 6 because people request stuff I'm gonna like. But spiritually, I think I have a 5 out of 10, because if something's like, I genuinely think, I'm like thinking, is this above average? Like, is this not just okay, but is this like decent, good, great? Like, if it's decent, then it's a 6. And if it's above average, it's a 5.1. So just like 5 means it's okay, it's average. With this one, I would say it's like a 6.5. I think I like the energy of it. The autotune is interesting. I think I enjoy how heavy the autotune is. But overall, just the track has a decent vibe.
Tola, you make this music, and now all these boys think they can rap too, and they can't.
Shorty said she tryna eat, she fancy Benny on her. I might call for myself, I don't want any drama. Running rest up, get her back, yeah, I got plenty karma. Fashion shorty, she try start me in Balenciaga. I might give that girl the boot, like Balenciaga. Try her with me, it get expensive, like Balenciaga. Got this one, she French and Spanish, like Balenciaga. I just wrote out an arena, in arenas, they Balenciaga. Sure, I just just wrote out an arena in arenas. I just stepped in, she's Italian, they show no feelings. Told her what it was, and she's still
I actually don't know if I like the original on this one. I think the last track had like a beat that did well with it. Like there was like Bright, it was like a bit catchier. But this is like, it's a bit messy for me.
She said that she ain't leaving. Told her I ain't even trying to smash, but she ain't leaving. Way I'm slacking this with purpose, I got reasons. Leave it up to God, I ain't stressed about getting even. Shorty said she tryna eat, she fancy Benny Hunter. I might call for myself, I don't want any drama. Brennan rest up, get her back, yeah, I got plenty karma.
Yeah, like the glitches here, like with the way that they like redo his vocals and all that sort of stuff, like go back and forth. It doesn't hit that hard on this track for me.
I just wrote out an arena in arenas, they Balenciaga. I just wrote out an arena in arenas, they Balenciaga.
Oi.
Like, for me personally, I'd give it like a 3. Because like the last track, the reason I liked it is when he has like this in the track, he's getting his like vocals started, like rewind, all of that sort of stuff. But on the prior track, Girls Trip, there's also another vocal effect that he does where like it feels like the distortion from like the auto-tune or something like that gets cleaned up a bit, and then he has like this higher note, and then the juxtaposition between those two is nice, like bouncing between those two. This one, it feels like it didn't play off each other as well as the first track, because there wasn't really much of that alternative vocal like styling. It was mostly just like the rehashing the same thing, but like it wasn't really quotable to me. Like it's not like a neat quotable or anything like that, so it didn't have like any catchy element. And when I'm listening to this, it sounds like it's mostly vibes. There's not much to it apart from vibes, and that's totally okay. But if it's not catchy or something like that, then I'm not gonna like it kind of crumbles pretty quickly because of that. Big Brit Bongo accent. These are such short tracks. Like this is like turbo streaming project. Because it's not like this one has a bit of an underground vibe, but it's not like it's like a massively ragey or underground project where you usually have like a minute or two tracks. Like this feels pretty cookie cutter, like trappy.
You can't get my hoodie lucky if you get a beam. White team probably recognize the name. Man don't know the face, but you will recognize the name. Someone put me to the show, you's the only reason that I came. This
is pretty decent though, I like it.
Diamonds on my body, come my songs on repeat. Dancing away to the money can't. Diamonds on my body, come my songs on dancing away to the money can't beat. Now I put her in Chanel, cause she said her name was CC. She said put a tip and told this girl to keep it PG. She man on my friends, have to send her in a GC. Diamonds on my body, come my songs on repeat.
That oi had a little hard too. That's some different shit.
Oi, oi.
I was saying it's like a 5.5, like a bit above average. It's just there's not much to it.
I really like this. You should make music like this.
Miss your call, I'm on the fly right now. Two-time, I can't even tie right now. With a lot of Molly, show you that's my type right now. 10 deep, if you really wanna fight right now. We in London, but I'll turn it to the bar right now. Pull out 10 racks, push that nigga pipe right down. 10 racks, push that nigga pipe right down. 10 racks, push that nigga pipe right down.
I don't know. This is like, it's weird, repetitive stuff doesn't really fuck with me too much. Because I don't mind like, even just tracks that are mostly ad-libs. But like, it's like a simple, but I get simple beat. It's a bit decent, like it's a bit decent, but like very simple beat and very repetitive vocals.
They were trying to try me, but they can't, I'm too smart. Baddies trying to try me, but they can't, I'm too smart. Got to run and go, some out in Cologne and some in both. I just touched a burnt nigga, now I need to take a bath. 9 to 5, what's that? I'm young and lit, or some
Yeah, I'm not messing around with this song.
nigga, and I'm about to press start. I've been jigging, you can see
Like the production is a bit lackluster.
she don't carry messed up. 5K fit, but she looking neck up. If you're something going milli, you can shut a haircut. Women love me anyway, why I need a haircut. Back when I was bummy, you didn't even check up. Tesla or a Max, still I'm getting geared up. And the hook's coming back right now, so get up, get up. If you're cool, I'm on the fly right now. Two-turn, I can't even tie right now.
Like this is a decent build up, but it just like meandered for a bit, man.
Turn it to the bar right now. Pull out 10 racks, put that nigga pipe right down. 10 racks, put that nigga pipe right down. Pull out 10 racks, put that nigga pipe right down. Can't remember, go remind me who you are. All these trips, but remind me where we are.
It's getting better for me
Foreign
though.
baddies, foreign clothes, foreign cars. Foreign baddies, foreign baddies, foreign clothes, foreign cars, foreign cars. Who them balls for a sauce? You ain't living if you isn't living.
It's so
It's
quite interesting.
And I'm Christian, but when the racks hit, I said alhamdulillah. It's your call, I'm on the fly right now. Two-turn, I can't even tie right now. With a lot of money,
I'll go with like 5, like it's, you grew on me a tiny bit. I was gonna give it a 4. But it's growing on me a tiny bit. No, no. I like the vocal, like the "Here We Are," so that vocal line. I really like that one. I like the directional. I like how the production's getting a bit better. Like it's bouncing between your like directionally. It's nice. It's so interesting because it reminds me a lot of like just EDM, like electronic dance music. Like I don't know. It reminds me of like, I guess like that sort of stuff. Just chain smokers or something like that, where it's like a repeated phrase a lot, and it has this because of the autotune that he's using, it kind of sounds like that sort of thing, but like a build up to a drop, it sounds like that, but the production just never really does a drop, or it never really does something that like really shocks me. And I feel like usually when it comes to EDM, the production's more textured. It's not as simple as this. If you tried to do like, I don't know, make a beat for Proximity or some shit, or Monster Cat or something, and you just had like basically one kick drum going over and over and over again, even if it's tonally sounds all right, and it's not like super loud or anything like that, I don't think you could build a beat like a drop or a beat off of that as well, like that well. And his vocals don't add too much to it because it is repetitive phrasing, and all this stuff could work more, I think, if there was like a bit more texture in the beat or something like that. Actually, I think I'm basically just convincing myself that I think this is a 4, because there's like slight things I can enjoy. That doesn't mean it's above average, like, or average. It's a bit below average. It's just, it has the potential there to be better. Now. It's interesting how there does feel like there's a bit of like underground influence stuff in there. It kind of reminds me a decent amount of like Lil Mosey shit back in like 2018. Like the very like tracks that are geared exceptionally well to like streaming, and like a lot of people think it's like not that great. I don't mind some Lil Mosey songs or anything like that, so I don't have like a bias against it. If I need a rat tomorrow, I go several ways. I miss you, can't just see you every 7 days. Lucy Angel, she from West, or she from Heaven's Gate. I know I don't text my bar, I think about you every day. But I did tell cool, but I'm finna call you anyway. This is pretty decent. Try me eat my babe, Benny Hanna, she not ready made. Pick up your bag, let's head next, but don't worry, I already paid. Lego shorty, or this one from Ghana. Before bird, they probably should've turned my chance at her. They want cow with Tara's probably karma. For the way that I did Laura, didn't mean to harm her. Man, I think I want Serena, but she out in Miami. Think I want her Lima, felt like she understands.
her somewhere fancy. Think I want Serena, but she out in Miami. Think I want her Lima, felt like she understand me.
A lot of times it's decent. Like I like the A's and shit like that. Like it's fine.
I don't usually do this, but for you I'll do it gladly. Hold on, trying to spin back, but they fumble, could have had me. Keep a couple US shorties in my DMs, come in handy. Couple ones that got my heart, all the others I be anti.
Yeah, it's decent as fuck.
Can you play the like a baddie? I just pulled up Louis first.
Like a baddie, I just put up Louis purse. Like a baddie, I just put up Louis purse. Like a baddie, I just put up. Put your hands up if you feel it. Put your hands up if you don't. Wait, this is crazy. Like a baddie, I just put up Louis purse. Kinda mad, these niggas ran off with my swagger, now it's burnt. Put your hands up if you feel it. Put your hands up if you turn. Put your hands up if you feel it. Put your hands up if you turn. Put your hands up if you turn. Put your hands up if you turn. Kinda mad, these niggas ran off with my swagger, now it's burnt. Put your hands up if you feel it. Put your hands up if you turn. Put your hands up if you feel it. Put your hands up if you turn. Damn, I think I changed the type. I see she chewing lots of rappers now. See me in a section with my guy, she tryna hang around. Why she so surprised that I've been living what I rap about? If I'm dead and it's a movie, yeah, we turn up party Paramount. I ain't tryna talk, but you can talk to one my boy. You didn't come in to look cool if you're trying to put up, it's annoying. Getting rich or dying trying, so there ain't no other choice. Getting rich or dying trying, so there ain't no other choice. Sometimes I wish I want live, but I want no option. I'm in DSM, bullying like the Sox, but it's not Boston. Said she love me cause I'm pretty, said she love me cause I'm Musa. Said she love me cause I'm pretty, said she love me cause I'm Musa. I don't feel like I be rapping, I'm just talking. Tracker with this brilliant.
I'm so conflicted on this track. Like I don't like it, but I also like it at the same time. At least it's making me feel something. Like that's better. Like if it's making me feel conflicted, then there's like at least some value to it. Fall down like it's on. Like a baddie, I just put up Louis pants. Kinda mad, these niggas ran off with my swagger, now it's burnt. Put your hands up if you feel it. Put your hands up if you turn. Put your hands up if you feel it. Put your hands up if you turn. Put your hands up if you feel it. Put your hands up if you turn. Put your hands up if you turn. Like it gets like so much more repetitive, but it doesn't earn it the way that other repetitive like genres do. Or artists. With it, post got finger parents, but it breaks it. I said, she's a stunner from the crowd and then I yanks it. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of it. Yeah. See me in a section with my guy, she tryna hang around. Why she so surprised that I've been living what I rap about? If I'm dead and it's a movie and we turn up. Nah, I'm being a bit harsh. It's not fucking great. I'm about to like on re-listen to it bounce between like a 4 and a 6. It just depends what I'm focusing on. Ooh, this sounds like it's gonna have a fucking hit.
Why's this shorty posing like she don't know who I am? Look here, I was bummy, check me, now I've got some bands. Shorty tryna kick it, she must think I'm Jackie Chan. Spend a couple grand. Wake up, check my balance down, I spend a couple grand.
I like the tone of this beat quite a bit more. There's like an urgency to it instead of just trying to like do the same sort of like formulaic shit.
So much money in my pockets, got no option but to sack. So much money in my pockets, now she calling me a man. Let me hit it, let me bomb it, now she calling me Saddam. I just hit the beach and I took away the sand. Stamped in my feet and I took away the ground. She asked me who we be and I told her we the sound. I called up my account and I said I need it now. Mercedes GLE or GLS, I make it bounce. Miami, Tennessee or Surrey Keys, I make it bounce. Every single thing gon' pop out when I'm in the town. She must have graduated, only seen her in a gown. I push up on her, she pull every face except her phone.
This is pretty good. This might be the best track on the album.
Stunning compass on me, I was lost, now I'm found.
Like the beat just is a bit more interesting. It does wonders. It still has this like build that it feels like it should like crash and there should be so much energy, but I don't expect it. Because like he hasn't done that throughout the entire album.
They told me turn it down. I might never leave the house. I got money coming round. I might never need a house cause I'm comfy round the globe. You might never hear a shout cause I kiss and never told. Green alligator back and make a kiss a toad. First I hear a
yeah, this is good. I've never heard Lancey Foe or whatever, but they're pretty good. Fox or something. Maybe a little taps.
You ain't never trapped in Paris, Mr. Monsieur. I just took her baddie off the shopping mall floor. Said she want a date, so I took her on tour.
It's solid. It's solid as fuck.
Oi! Hold up. Oi!
Girl, I gotta go and told her miss me too much. Change my money, I'm abroad, I'm spending too much. All these brands you can't afford, they cost me too much. Girl, I gotta go and told her miss me too much. I'm on Slow Street in them stores, I'm copying new stuff. Change my money, I'm abroad, I'm spending too much. Girl, I gotta fly abroad, I miss me too much. Baddie on me Timberland, she wanna boot up. For what these I can't choose, let's have a group hug. Real baller, I'm in Harvey Nicks, I'm playing two touch. S5 Benz, I'm in the back, I'm pouring 2 cups. Cup holders, I can't spun on in this Maybach. Oh, that's your gun, I'm Gary Baller, finna take that. White girl broke her heart, hat, slave.
This is not bad.
No need to be ashamed if you're broke, then just say that.
I like the bit of it. So I guess it's not the best. Like, I'm sorry being a bit of a dick, but like, I guess it's not the best trait that like, if the beat isn't entertaining enough to me, then his performance just won't do it for me. Like, that's a bit of a critique. I just think it's decent. Because I like the beat of it. I'm on Slow Street in them stores, I'm copying new stuff. Change my money, I'm abroad, I'm spending too much. Girl, I gotta fly abroad, I miss me too much. Like this beat, I like the like I like the sound of it.
Oi! Oi!
It's like I go at 7 cents, I let the molly talk. Balenci beats, they got me lagging. That's my money walk. The shorty waking, I'm a dragon. Playing with my boots. I can't be an icon superstar. I follow in the rules.
See these carrots in my mouth, yes I talk money. I just risked 2 baddies in New York, they said I talk funny. Hella cash up in my denims, why I walk funny. I don't do no pennies, it's a recce for a fork from me. Charge you for my time, charge you for a fork. Lemon, she gon' FaceTime me and show me, think she bought. I just gonna 10, no my ups or no. If swagging wasn't legal, you gon' see my ass in court.
Hey, if swagging wasn't legal, I might have to pay for it. Cause if swagging wasn't legal, they might have to throw the key. I spray my wrist, all that motion while I part the GLE. I take my bitch, she wants 6 1 free. Blood swag just like me.
Look, some money girl like me, she braid her hair up at 3D. Like no signal, I can't pick
Another like pretty decent track. Not bad.
You know, if I'm wake up sleeping every day, I live my dreams.
It's like I go at 7 cents, I let the molly talk. Balenci beats, they got me lagging. That's my money walk. The shorty waking, I'm a dragon. Playing with my boots. I can't be an icon superstar. I follow in the rules.
See these carrots in my mouth, yes I talk money. I just risked 2 baddies in New York, they said I talk funny. Hella cash up in
This
my
quite
denims,
good.
why I walk funny.
Okay.
I don't do no pennies, it's a recce for a fork from me.
It's like I go at 7 cents, I let the molly talk. Balenci beats, they got me lagging. That's my money walk.
See these carrots in my mouth, yes I talk money. Hella cash up in my denims, why I walk funny.
It's like I go at 7 cents, I let the molly talk. Balenci beats, they got me lagging. That's my money walk.
See these carrots in my mouth, yes I talk money. Hella cash up in my denims, why I walk funny.
Wait, this is crazy.
doesn't matter. I might throw this money ball on the floor and let it shout. If it ain't about some balance, I want to
It's so odd because I feel like we're on like a fucking decent run now, but it's like this back half of the project, which is so odd to me. It's not, usually like tapers off. This is ramping up.
Oi!
Got my son stuck in her head, she sing along like na-na-na-na. Feel like I was kid in 11, look at me, all boys don't hammer. My clearing no function, I ain't hard, my good dapper. I don't follow Baba, she bad out double tapper. I keep came from Atlanta, but the buck up a cabana. She said she don't mess with rappers, so I know she mess with rappers. Count out racks, my money stammer. Also that nigga, I'm a nerd, I love comments, check my grammar. In a wrist, talking with my mouth full, was my manners. All I know is making dreams come true and making slappers. Some my girls are models, some my girls are shy on camera. So she follow me on Twitter and she like how I'm a yapper. But this song stuck in her head, she sing along like na-na-na-na. She spend a couple thousand like this money dog. I might throw this money ball on the floor and let it shout. If it ain't about some balance, I wanna stick around to child. But my little Brazilian, cause my pocket's getting foul. If it's on my Insta bio, she like white Hannah Montana. With this blazing girl, shit, she look like Molly Santana. Miss go black and white like paddle, but like brown, so she's Savannah. Got my son.
There's another like decent track.
Got my son stuck in her head, she sing along like na-na-na-na. Got my son stuck in her head, she sing along like na-na-na-na. This a vision or a dream. What you want, got a Prada Rosin.
Oh,
This a vision or a dream. What you want, got a Prada Rosin. Prada Rosaline. This a vision or a dream. What you want, got a Prada Rosin.
Oi!
This a vision or a dream. What you want, got a Prada Rosaline.
well, this is a bit more catchy. I like it. Again, like the production's a bit more interesting. Like the song structure as well. It doesn't feel like he's just trying to get like the most amount of streams possible. Like, it has a bit of personality injected into it.
Oi!
This a vision or a dream. What you want, got a Prada Rosaline. What you want, got a Prada Rosaline. What you want, got a Prada Rosaline. Had to buy my Jonah bag, she saw something on my screen. Babe, I promise you it isn't how it seems. True religion hoodie, see the stitching on the seams. Everything that's happening could've told you in my team. I'm in Hamburg for a show, I got fans now. Niggas tryna burn me, they don't know that it's a band now. Everywhere I go, you know I stand out. Never had a leg up, never had a hand out. Sure, I didn't know no one for help. Don't know why they always tryna copy be yourself. 40 of the bag, what's a tough? And I'm in another magazine, put it on my shelf. Like, damn, that's my face up in another mag. Should I wear the gold on my other bag? I got so much swag, I might drop it on my other swag. Lagos boat club with a shorty from the motherland. Sure, I'm a Mr. Rap for the motherland. More life, more plays, more rubber bands. I think I just your wife with another man. Invoice just had, did a running man. All my niggas shaking up the scene.
I like this a lot, actually. I think it's like a good to great track. I think it's the best one on there.
Yeah, you know what's in my jeans. Pockets full of yeah, you know what's in my main man, all the eyes on me. Mr. Make it happen, all these guys are all a dream. This a vision or a dream. What you want, got a Prada Rosaline. 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 What you want, got a Prada Rosaline.
This is solo as fuck. Oh, that sounds like it could be pretty.
One shot, it'd be rude not to take all that love feels weird, I don't got used to the hating. People start telling me I'm gonna make it. You ain't gotta tell me always knew that I would make it. You ain't gotta tell me, nigga, I don't need your help. You ain't gotta tell me I've been doing it by myself. Just me and my belief, I won't tell you how that felt. Now they see it behind you before anybody else. Before anybody else. Even when nobody couldn't, I could tell. I was 18, spent my student loan on a dough. It was really me and Quessy cracking plugins on a throat. Now it shows in other countries and they pay for my hotel. Spike jeans held up by a Farrah on my belt. I ain't even mad they didn't get it, that's the route. I ain't even mad they used to hate, I wish them well, I wish them well. Now they say I'm going on. Hit another million, now they say I'm going on. Lost a couple on
I'll go 6.5 for now. Like, I think it's a bit above, better than the other tracks on that.
If I was you, nigga, I'd be crying for it now. I've already done a viral thing and stress by blowing up. If you ain't reaping nothing, then you didn't show enough. Keep going to get tough. Keep going to get tough, yeah, yeah. Keep going to get tough. Keep going to get tough. I done took a couple losses, it was rough. Only started making profit, it was rough. Times and it was only me, but I thought that it was us. If the weights weren't heavy, then you want me getting buff. One shot, it'd be rude not to take it. All that love feels weird, I don't got used to the hating. People start telling me I'm gonna make it. You ain't gotta tell me you always knew that I would make it. You ain't gotta tell me you always knew that I would make it. You ain't gotta tell me you always knew that I would make it. All that love feels weird, I don't got used to the hating. You ain't gotta tell me you always knew that I would make it. You ain't gotta tell me, nigga, I don't need your home.
Oh, I actually like this. Like, this is a 7. This is solid as fuck. Yeah, really just... I wonder who's, like, the producer on this one, and if it's, like, the same person throughout, or if it's, like, the tracks that I like, or... Alright. My favorite tracks are Black and Tan, Prada or Celine. Let's see if there's any producers that I'm particularly a fan of. Care? Indo. Nah, seems like there's just fucking a billion people. Damn. I wonder what... It's like... I would have expected it to be a certain type of producer, because it's like the same style of beats. Like these prettier beats that aren't just like that I've been loving. I like that. I like a bit more. The end, like the back half of this project, kind of saved it for me. Where like I think it's a pretty decent project. I'd say like decent overall, I guess, because the back half is quite solid. Yeah, interesting. How many projects does this person have and stuff? Where did he come from? Give me some info, some history. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, this project at the start didn't tickle my fancy much, but the back half made up for it. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more reactions, I promise you, I'll react harder on other ones. This one just didn't, it didn't excite me as much. Usually I can be pretty excitable. But yeah, if you go to my Patreon, it's $5 a month, you get to request an album, 50 minutes or less, or a classic album. If you pick a classic, you're going to get like a really engaged reaction, because those are like 360 albums from like fucking 1960 to actually I have some in the 2010s and 2020s, but like mostly 1960s, like 2000, that I really want to listen to for the first time, because it's like, oh my god, I've never, like, before this channel I never listened to like Nevermind front to back, so I was like, oh shit, I need to do that. But yeah, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Absolutely love you. Peace.